What's up, guys? I'm Amanda Ray. If you don't know who I am, welcome back if you do. Today's super exciting. As you can see in the background, finally got the motor from Thompson. I'm so excited. Check out this motor from Thompson. We decided to go with a 427 Dart LS with Frankenstein heads. We pulled out every stop we could possibly think of for this build. It's gonna be absolutely insane. We're gonna probably average, our goal is to be around 1,500 to 1,700 minimum at all times. So let's go ahead and unwrap it for the first time and see what we have.
I should have just brought the sharp ones.
Oh, I'm so excited. Wow, guys, check out this. Holy mother of goodness. 6 bolt heads. Oh my God, look at those. They're so fucking pretty. Oh, I hope I never have to replace these rockers. Because they're a pain in the ass. Look at this, guys. Oh, stunning. So excited. Check out Thompson, guys, if you haven't. This is a beautiful motor. Alright, guys, so with all the goodies and everything and all the toys and stuff that we have, the one thing we don't have is an engine hoist. We were borrowing a friend's for the longest time. He just took it back. Now we don't have one. So don't try this at home. Just put this plate on, which we had from when I had to pull the Camaro motor. And now we're about to do some sketchy shit. We're gonna utilize the lift to lift this up, just so we can get it off of the dolly, get the wood out from underneath, and then we are going to take a little trip to Tractor Supply and pick up a new engine stand. So all of our engine stands are currently occupied right now. So we're using a tow rope that we have pretty securely on the lift to get this off of the wood and onto the floor.
It's only gonna go up.
Yeah, it's only gonna go up like this much. Don't try this at home, guys.
I'm just gonna get it top.
Wish us luck, guys. Barely top, but yeah.
Trying to get a straight lift. Alright, so when you see it go, if you see it come off, just get ready to pull the, and I have the lock on it, so it won't destroy it.
Oh, stop. The motor is moving this. The whole arm.
It can't, it's locked.
Brad, this whole arm shifted from where it was to where it is now. I watched the whole arm move. It is no longer where it was. Alright, guys, this is the first official piece going on the motor. I'm so excited. It's a simple piece, but it's going on. We gotta start small. Alrighty, guys, so I got the front done, so now I just gotta do the back. Let's go do that. Right, guys, this is part number 2 of installation. Super excited. Sort of, I don't know, everything's so pretty, I don't want to cover it. But I guess we got to. Alrighty, just got the back done. All we have to do is torque them down, so let's go ahead and do that. Next thing we're putting on, guys, is the valve covers. They're super pretty. Thompson did a good job customizing this for us. So we're just gonna go ahead and put these on, tighten them down, and then we're heading to Tractor Supply. Yeah, buddy. Last one.
1,200 pounds. LS? No. Not LS. Close enough.
Sure we got a cart.
Yeah, those things will be heavy.
What's in the tub? Goodness. Guys, look. Little chicks. I want chicks. Oh, they're so cute.
Thank you. I'd pay it.
All right, and now we have to assemble this.
Yeah. Great night.
Good Lord.
Fucking turn
We really wanted to keep working on the motor, and now we have to assemble this. All right.
What kind of fucking joke is this?
It's garbage. Here we go. Let's do this.
Wait, there's 2 small ones.
Bam!
30 minutes.
After some time later, this is done. Now we can move this baby to this. We could have taken that one off. We didn't trust that stand. And we also have this one, but we really don't trust that one. So we decided to go get a better supportive one from Tractor Supply. So we don't want to damage the goods.
Damage the goods.
Yes. So now we are going to do some sketchy stuff again to mount it onto this. Alright, y'all, we did it. It's on the new engine stand, new motor.
Watch her
Super sick.
come out in the morning and it's on the fucking floor.
That would suck, yeah. Alright, so the only thing that we put on was the front cover, the back cover. We obviously have the lift plate and the valve cover. And what are you being so loud about? Are you taking the stand off?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sketchy and weird.
It's a little tilted sideways because of where we had to mount.
Ow!
There's not a hole right here, which is where we would have liked to have used it. So we've got 2 here and then 2 here. So, but it did the job. All right, guys, so now that we have the motor flipped, we are going to be working on a couple of the exterior parts. First things first is we have to put on the Windage Tray Kit that we got from Dart. We're gonna be putting that on just so we can use the factory LS3 windage tray, which is over there. Then we are going to be putting on our oil pan. We do have a pickup tube as well, which I don't know where he hid that. It was just here. Pickup tube. You guys see a pickup tube over here? There it is. Right here. So we got the pickup tube here. So we're gonna put all of that on now and then flip it back over, which is gonna be a task. This is one heavy beast. So let's go ahead and put on the Windage Tray Kit now. Alright guys, this is the Windage Tray Kit that we have from Dart. One has F, one has R for front and rear. It does come with an extra washer only on the front and rear, which you don't necessarily need on anything smaller than a 4.0 stroke. So we're gonna go ahead and mount these on and start assembling this beast. Let's do it. So I would definitely add some Loctite onto the bolts before you do it. Next is coming into the windage tray, which is a little dirty.
I don't know why. This is how they sent it to us.
This is brand new, right?
Yeah.
Brand new from them. This is how they got it. We got it sent, which is a little bizarre. It doesn't come off when it does. It comes off on your hands. It's kind of nasty. Maybe it's the material it's made out of. I don't know. So it should go right on, essentially. Beautiful. Kind of looks like a baffle. Kind of is a baffle. Protects the crankshaft. So it doesn't slow down the motor. Alright guys, so we got the windage tray on, and then you put on all the washers on every single one of them. And then of course the nuts. We did not choose to use the washers on the windage tray kit down here just because we don't need it, and we're a little scared about the clearance of the pickup tube. So hopefully we made the right decision. We did spin the crank. We got plenty of clearance, so we don't feel like we needed it. So we're gonna go ahead and tighten these down and get going. Now it does give us some instructions on which O-ring to use for the pickup line. And ours is a straight edge. So it says to use the black one, but the black and the red that has it on it already are the exact same. So what we ended up having to do is take off the washer on this nut here because it was too thick and it wasn't giving enough clearance for the pickup. So, and we did have to take off the front cover to get access to the bolt for the pickup line. So, and then we'll be moving on to the next. Right, so we're just putting some gasket sealant on the 4 corners just to bridge the gap here. Essentially, that's all you need. Boop, 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 boop. And now it's time for the oil pan. All right. All right, everybody, we officially have the oil pan on. We do not have an oil filter just yet. We thought we had one, but apparently it is not the right thread. We just had an AC Delco sitting around, but not the right one. So we did tighten these so we don't forget. And now we're gonna attempt to flip the motor back over. Whatever we just did fucking worked.
I didn't even do
Well, it doesn't look like it's lined up.
That's why I said put it in.
Well, I've been trying this whole time.
All right.
We got it. It's slightly sketchy. All right, guys. So I just want to give you a quick update. We did finally get the hub on, and let me just tell you, ooh, it's still hot. This is a pain in the butt to get on. The first time that we put it on, we weren't sure that we got it all the way on because on the Caddy, I don't know if you guys can see on the inside of here, it was completely flush. On this one, it is not flush. There's a little bit of lip in there, not much. So we were scared it wasn't all the way on, so we took it off. We should have just left it on. And then after we took it off and we were messing with it, we put it back on, but it was going on just slightly crooked, just a little bit. And it messed up the inside just a little bit. So we did have to hone that just a little bit, which is fine, super easy, quick process. And then we tried to put it back on again and it missed it again, just slightly off. And if you don't match it up with that key perfectly, it messes it up. So then we had to take it back off, hone it again. And this time we decided to give it a little bit of heat. One of our friends recommended like a torch. We don't have a torch, so we stuck it in the oven at 250 for about 10 minutes, which is why it's still hot to the touch. And we put some NJ Assemblin lube on there. You can still see my oven mitts are there. We just used the red lube over there. And it literally slid right on to the key, so we know it was straight and on. It's starting to cool down a little bit. It's still hot, but it went all the way on. Man, what a pain in the butt that is. I highly recommend if you're installing one of these, use heat. It makes your life so much easier. So now we are gonna put this on. This I know is not gonna give us that much trouble. So let's go ahead and put that on. Alright guys, so we've got it on. It does say to torque those bolts to 16, I believe, foot-pounds, if I'm not mistaken. It does say to use a Torx 40 plus on the bolts, just because if you don't do it that way, you could strip it. So now we're gonna install the timing pointer and the alternator bracket, which he has in his hand over here. Oh, there you go. So we're gonna install these next, and maybe the alternator depending on time. So let's go ahead and get this done. Alright, so that's basically just gonna sit there until we can get the piston stop, and then we'll be able to tighten it, measure it, figure out where it needs to go. So for now, it's just gonna chill there. And then we are going to install the alternator bracket, which is next on the list. Our goal is to get as much stuff done on the motor as possible, so when we bring it to Axiom, it's super easy, so he can measure all of the clearances and everything else that we need, because we don't want him to have to do more work than is necessary. Our goal is to get this car done and running by January, but we will see how that goes. So stay tuned for more updates. We're about to get started on the next part. Alright guys, so take a look. You see that spacer? Can you point to it, please? That spacer should probably go on the other side, because look how far out it is. So we're going to go ahead and take it back off and fix that. We make mistakes. We're human. learning as we go. But it's got to come out more, so let's do that the right way. So we just move the spacer to the backside, pulls the alternator out, so now that actually lines up where it's supposed to. Like I said, we make mistakes, it happens, but we learn as we go. So now we're just going to tighten this up, and this might be it for today, unsure. Alright guys, so to be able to figure out where we need to put this, we did have to put the headers on this side. So we mounted that real quick, and you can see we have a little bit of wiggle room up here, so we can move it up. Not much wiggle room, but there's still some. So that is basically the highest that we can go with this, which might be an issue later on, just because we won't be able to get as much tightness on the belt as we would want. But I think we kind of knew this might be an issue from the get-go. Yeah. So there's one of the issues that we're okay with is constantly having to replace the alternator. So that being said, this is about where we're gonna stop for tonight. Some more upgrades are gonna be coming to this, but we are gonna be getting this ready to go to Axiom very, very soon. Stay tuned for that video. It's gonna be absolutely insane. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button below, guys. I will see you next time. Bye.